back, everybody. We've been hearing some great singing out there, and I brought a song this time that is sort of a social experiment for me, because, people go back and forth about what makes a song a folk song, and, a lot of it has to do with how it's changed by people over the years from the way it was when it started. But that doesn't happen anymore because people write songs. I mean, they get performed differently, but they write songs. So this is a song, I'm not going to tell you the name of the song, but I bet it's even though this song was written in 1908, it's my thought that when I sing the song, you're all going to be able to join in on the chorus. Okay? So maybe I'll be wrong, and maybe I'll be right. Okay, here we go. Oh, nothing to do, Nellie, darling. Nothing to do, you say. Let's take a trip on memory's ship back to the childhood days. Sail to the old village schoolhouse, anchor outside the school door. Look in and see, it's you and there's me, a couple of kids once more. Oh, school days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, talk to the tune of a hickory stick. You were my queen in calico, I was your bashful barefoot beau, and you wrote on my slate, I love you so, when we were a couple of kids. Remember the hill, Nellie, darling, and the oak tree that stood on its brow. They've put 40 stories upon that old hill, and the oak's an old chestnut now. Remember the meadow so green, dear, all fragrant with flowers and maize, into new city blocks and preferred business lots. They've cut them up since those days. Oh, school days, dear old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, talk to the tune of a hickory stick. You were my queen in calico, I was your bashful barefoot beau, and you wrote on my slate, I love you so, when we were a couple of kids. All right, good. A lot of people knew that one.
A lot of people born before 1908 here.
A lot of people born before 1908. That must be the case. That must be the case, Charlie. Yeah, that it is. And it's so strange. They say the oak tree changes into a chestnut tree, and the oak's an old chestnut now. Wow, what? That's a weird one. Okay. Oh, boy, we've got another song here, Charlie. Charlie's got one that's also. I'm playing guitar on this one, and it's Wow, where's this one from, Charlie? You tell us.
This one is also from Mike Agronoff, but it was written by Michael Smith. And you're probably familiar with the story of The Princess and the Frog. And this is sort of like that. It does have a happy ending, but it's not the happy ending that is traditional. And please sing along on the chorus.
Oh, yeah. It only took us a year to learn it.
Yeah, absolutely. This is one of those.
That was for us, please.
One day a beautiful princess was walking along the bog, when whom should she meet on a slab of peat but Fred the talking frog? Well, the top of the morning to you, miss, hello, hello, cries he. I'd be glad, you know, if you'd stop a mo and listen close to me, because I've been bewitched and I'm needing a royal miss, such as your lovely self, to give it this ugly mug a kiss. Such a metamorphosis will then ensue, I'll tell you true, and I'll come back as a handsome prince and straightway marry you. To me, rightful, rightful, Johnny O'Dare, higgledy, piggledy, down in the rut to me high, low, harem and scare, riding a white horse to Cranberry Town. To me, toady, toady, truly capote, riding to Sligo with Molly O'Shaper, to dance by the sea with a right cup of tea on a weary Sunday morning. Everybody got that? Yeah, says the princess, right, and that's all fine. But if it's a kiss you want, I fear you'll have to stand in line. There's frogs outside me father's castle, frogs all in the royal hall. Frogs is climbing up the chimney, frogs is bouncing off the wall. Frogs is floating in the moat, and up the stairs and on the shelf. If I kissed every one of his Jesus, I'd have no time left for myself. So laddie, let's make it quick, for lately grows the hour, and I'm due home for me evening shift to pine and away all in the tower. To me, rightful, rightful, Johnny O'Dare, higgledy, piggledy, down and around to me high, low, harem and scare, riding a white horse to Cranberry Town. To me, toady, toady, truly capote, Faith and Bagoria, it's Maureen O'Hara, or riding to Sligo with Molly O'Shaper, to dance by the sea with a right cup of tea on a weary Sunday morning. Just about to kiss him when Mrs. Frog comes hopping by, saying, Fred, you're late for dinner. Coming, dear, was his reply. You mean he's not bewitched? The princess said. Just odd, says Mrs. Frog. I knew to kiss and princesses he meets along the bog. And oh, I love me Fred, I fear he chafes at family ties. I invite you to stay for dinner, me dear, but we only have 2 flies. Thank God you didn't kiss him. Today's your lucky day. When I met Fred, I was a princess too, and that's how I got this way. To me, rightful, Johnny O'Dare, and higgledy, piggledy, down and around to me high, low, harem and scare, riding a white horse to Cranberry Town. To me, toady, toady, truly capote, Faith and Bagoria, it's Maureen O'Hara, hark to the herald, it's Barry Fitzgerald, all riding to Sligo with Molly O'Shaper, to dance by the sea with a right cup of tea on a bleary Sunday morning. To me, toady, toady, Truman Capote, Faith and Bagoria, it's Maureen O'Hara, hark to the herald, it's Barry Fitzgerald, all in a Volkswagen with Victor McLagan, all riding to Sligo with Molly O'Shaper, to dance by the sea with a right cup of tea on a bleary Sunday morning. For to dance by the sea on an LSD Timothy Leary Sunday morning. Big thank you to Michael for making sure that I don't speed up so fast I can't sing it.
All right, Marilyn's coming back up. This song, you know how you have songs that just kind of stick with you and they're always running around in your head? This one's been that way for me. Just a nice song about the fishermen going out on a beautiful morning, and Marilyn's going to lead us to it. And but for some reason, this one's been in my head. Yes. Oh, whose pick is this? It's a Golden Gate pick.
Golden Gate.
California.
How come I don't have this?
Hey, Mark, I'm playing the whistle.
This time it was written by a Canadian. By Fred Lavery, who I never heard sing the song, but it was sung by John Allen Cameron, and he was almost like the Stan Rock. He was also very, very well respected in the Maritimes. On the shores of a coney, round 4 in the morning, the fishermen rise from their dreams. Boats ready and waiting, there's no hesitating. off to the banks they will go. All the way the whole long day, bearing the toil and the strain. Restless and free, you're a part of the sea, fathers of children like me. On the shores of a Coney, round 4 in the morning, the fishermen rise from their lamps. Boats ready and waiting, there's no hesitating. Shove off, boys, there's work to be done. All the way the whole long day, bearing the toil and the strain. Restless and free, you're a part of the sea, fathers of children like me. All the way the whole long day, bearing the toil and the strain. Restless and free, you're a part of the sea, fathers of children like me. Fathers of children like me.
Thank you, Marilyn. Okay, we've got a song here that's familiar to a lot of people. This features our mystery instrument of the night for many of you. It has already made its way into our repertoire here. This is a charango, right? A charango. It's actually a yeah, do it. Charango. Charango. Yeah. It's a Mexican instrument, right? It's Peruvian instrument that has made it into our world here, and what's it tuned like? I mean, it's got double courses. It's an open chord tuning, and this is a familiar song to many of us, but it's going to be nice to hear it, on the original Peruvian instrument, charango. What is it?
Ah, here's my whistle maker. My whistle.
Cheese.
Yes, I would. If I could, I surely would. Away, I'd rather sail away like a swan that's here and gone. A man, yes, tied up to the ground. He hears the world inside his sound, inside his sound.
Right. Ami has a nice song for us. That she brought. It's from the tradition of the British music hall. However, it's got yodeling in it. It's got yodeling, and it's all about not being very industrious at all. You know, and you know, the British.
Well, you know, I'll tell you, the first song reminds me of a lot of you guys.
A lot of us guys.
Yeah, because you're
Like-
retired.
Oh, I know.
Some of
You
us
know,
still
ever
have
since
to
you get
work.
retired, you know, you have to hear it from these people. You know, you get retired, you know, hey, did I do anything? Never mind.
Well, Mark,
No.
Mark.
Yeah, but we don't. We do. It's being sung by, you know, our retiree here of doing such.
Marge Nichols asked me to learn this a few years ago, so I did. She sang it and I accompanied her. So I still know the accompaniment, but Mike's going to help me out because if I get all tangled up in this thing, I can't sing and play at the same time. Anybody who's ready?
Yep.
You ready?
I don't work for a living. I get along all right without. I don't toil all day. I suppose it's because I'm not built that way. Some people work for love. They say it's all sunshine and gay. But if I can't have sunshine without any work, I'd rather stay out in the rain.
Yo-lay-o, yo-lady, yo-lay-o, yo-lady, yo-lay-o, yo-lady, yo-lay-o, lady.
Give me a nail and a hammer and a picture to hang on the wall.
I suppose it's because I'm not built that way. Some people work for love. They say it's all sunshine and gain. But if I can't have sunshine without any work, I'd rather stay out in the rain. It's amazing, you know, if people have never heard a hammered dulcimer, it's quite a thing to hear. It really is. There's nothing like it. All right, Ruth is back, and this is got a lot of Scottish. What is it? It's a Scottish. It's very Scottish, and we figured it out. I'm not exactly sure what we're saying, but it took us a while. But it's beautiful.
This is a Robert Burns tune, in fact. And he's always beat around the bush.
Literally in this one.
It's called Green Grow the Rashes. And I used to sing it to my boys when they were small, and I told them what it meant, and they thought they were the coolest kids to know. And nobody else knew, and they knew, you know. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, feather bed is no sae soft as the bed among the rashes, oh. And green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, feather bed is no sae soft as the bed among the rashes, oh. And where it dry would drinking out, where it dry would drinking out, parson kissed a fiddler's wife and he could not preach for thinking out. And green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, feather bed is no sae soft as the bed among the rashes, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, feather bed is no sae soft as the bed among the rashes, oh. The tune bed, the feather bed, bed among the rashes, oh, all the beds is no sae soft as the bellies of the lassies, oh. And green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, feather bed is no sae soft as the bed among the rashes, oh. And green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, feather bed is no sae soft as the bed among the rashes, oh.
All right, we're going to go down south. I've heard many versions of this. This is the song that Nancy's going to bring, and if you can join us, please do. It's
Much easier than the last song. And the words are repeated a lot. Pharaoh's army got drowned, oh Mary, don't you weep. That comes up a lot. And then, oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Repeated, oh Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned, oh Mary, don't you weep. You can do that.
you know, things will all be okay, because, you know, Pharaoh's army got drowned.
Yeah, the bad guys.
The bad guys get it in the end.
So it starts with an instrumental, keys and lines. I got a G.
Who plays the
So you
instrumental? Everybody's like
You
looking
do
at me.
Pharaoh's army got drowned.
Yeah.
Me?
We're very spontaneous here.
How's it go?
I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
It mustn't be you.
Pharaoh's army got All right, want me to start the dance? If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Moses stood on the Red Sea shore, smoting the water with a 2x4. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Here we go. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. The Lord told Moses what to do to lead those Hebrew children through. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. God gave no other rainbow sign, no more water but fire next time. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. When I get to heaven, gonna sing and shout. Nobody up there to throw me out. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Oh, Mary, don't you weep, don't you mourn. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep. Pharaoh's army got drowned. Oh, Mary, don't you weep.
Thank you, Nancy. Okay, we've got an instrumental here. Two tunes, Cold Frosty Morning and Dancing Bear. The great thing, I love Dancing Bear because the melody stays the same, but the chording underneath it makes it happen. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's why I gotta see it.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. I need my glasses, but I see it.
Say hi.
Thank you.
Terry's going to sing us a song now. All the ladies are going to join her on the two prominent words. This was a rough one.
I'm an anti-Charlie song.
Yeah,
I do anti-Charlie
it
songs.
took like,
He does a million words, I do 2. Or none. My first song didn't have any chorus. Well, I learned this from Heather Pearson. I assume she wrote it, right?
Yes, you did, 2015.
Okay, and she played at the sounding board and she did this song and I said, oh, that sounds like a me song. So I learned it.
You know, before we sing this song, I want to give a kudos out to that sound guy.
Oh, yes.
Working with this larger group and going, who's playing what? Oh, wait, I gotta turn him, oh, wait, I gotta turn it back.
Yeah, we're
Must
all
be
over
a
the
pain in
place.
the butt. Thank you, Mark.
Next year you'll know what it's like.
And I always like to thank the instrumentalists because they work so hard. There's so many songs, so many breaks. And, for the most part, I get to just stand here and sing.
yeah, she played those pipes.
Okay, ready?
You say that he's a scoundrel, or you say he's a ne'er-do-well. Oh, mama, you don't know him the way I do. You say that boy will send me straight to the fires of hell. Oh, mama, you don't know him the way I do. You say that I could do better, that there's plenty of fish in the sea. Oh, mama, you don't know him the way I do. Well, better to swim with sharks, I say, than to be kissing on a manatee. Oh, mama, you don't know him the way I do. I know you tried to teach me to be all meek and mild. I know you hate it whenever I say it, but that boy just drives me wild. You say that I'm too young still. Yeah, you tell me just to wait and see. Oh, mama, you don't know him the way I do. Michael. I know you tried to teach me to always know my place. Well, can't you see what you're doing to me? Yeah, it's written all over my face. Why can't you leave us alone now, Mama? Why can't you just leave us be? Oh, Mama, you don't know him the way I do. Oh, mama, you don't know him the way I do. Thank you, instruments.
Okay, Cease is back up with us, and she had a song that she found. It's an Ian Tyson song about a horrible set of murders or whatever that happened in the Canadian countryside. Horrible things happened, and then Jerry brought another song. He said he said to Cease, he said, Cease, this is about the same story. This is another song about the same story. So Cease says, well, let's tag that one on the end. So now both songs, the very ending of this song will be the chorus of the song that Jerry found.
Yeah.
Bill Gallagher? No.
Gallagher.
Gallagher.
Yeah.
Okay, not Kevin's brother. Yeah. Bill Gallagher.
Kevin, play, Kevin. Mark, I'm gonna play from here.
Hang on. I tuned it down for the other one. That ain't right. Oh, I'm so glad I checked. Not as glad as you guys
Yeah,
are.
we always appreciate that.
Banjos are nice, everything's nice.
You know, those of us who are old enough to remember what it was like that whenever you tuned, like nobody could talk, nobody could do anything. These new tuners, let's
Could you
have a
please be
cheer for
quiet, Rick?
technology. Yeah, would you shut them out?
There we go. Well, the McLean brothers were 3 Canadian half-breeds, and they weren't welcome in the white world or the Indian world, and they hung up with another half-breed guy by the name of Alex Hare. And these 4, oh, they were trouble. They were real trouble. And that's not right. So I'll tell you more story while I do this.
Well, we can also use this as our time. It's a good time to thank so many people. It's so hard to see when you show up at something like this. But the sounding board is completely run by volunteers, and they're everywhere around you. And they need some credit. So let's
And
give
up
them
here,
a
too.
big round of applause.
Most of them aren't here tonight.
And, you know, they come and they have meetings that they have to have on the outside, you know, to get things moving along. It's a real joy, but, you know, like any joy, it gets a little old when you have to do it on the days when it just has to be done. And so we greatly appreciate them putting things together. But you know what they can't do? They can't tune the instruments. We don't have volunteers to
Auto
tune
harp
our
in perfect tune. How
instruments.
many strings does that have?
And my auto harp is a lot more than yours, and hers is going to my auto harp, so.
So what's your excuse,
So what's
Steve?
your excuse?
It's a banjo. It's a banjo. I had it all tuned up at the break, and then I realized I had to play for Nancy's song and had to tune it down again.
Yeah, for an instrument that has such a bad rap, a lot of people love the banjo.
I love the banjo.
I love banjos.
I've never learned how to play it, but I'd like to learn while here for someday.
I'll teach you, but I can't teach you how to tune.
You might want to go elsewhere for that. No.
It should say NBC. There we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. So those McLean brothers, they were pretty bad. And anyway, I have a posse. I got 2 posses. The first posse that went after the McLean brothers was 4 men, including Constable Usher, and they shot him. So the second posse came back with 75 men. They did things in a big way. And I have 2 posses, too. The first one is Mike and Sue and Kevin and Nancy. And my second posse is Ami and Charlie and Nancy again.
That means instrumentals to you, so you have to know when to turn everybody up.
Instrumental posses, yeah. Oh, good luck, Mark. You're so good. Can you tune my banjo for me? Okay, here we go. Is everyone ready? Sure you are.
Key of D, I hope.
It's in the key of A.
But that's okay, D, we start with D.
Oh, we start with it, okay, that's good.
Once I put the cable on, I have no idea.
The first chord does not look even.
Oh, it's 4/0 by. Road, yeah, 3 McLean boys and that wild Alexander. They were armed, all were armed. It was them and I have known them anywhere. Willie Palmer, Stallion were no $20 cayuse. So when the wild ones
was stolen, he had tailed it in the town. Usher in those days was keeping order in the district, so before he'd ridden 30 miles, McLean boys shot him down. Oh, road by, road through here, 3 McLean boys and that wild out his hair. They were on, all were on. It was them, I didn't know them anywhere. Hey, Mike. That shepherd known as Kelly saw the wild ones as they passed. They shot him with a rifle, they took his watch and chain. But when the posse found the boys in a lonely cabin, hunger took their fight away, no one else was slain. Oh, road by, road through here, 3 McLean boys and that wild Alex hair. They were on, all were on. It was them and I didn't know them anywhere. Hey, I mean. That's the first time in that province they'd strung up brothers 3. When their sons killed 19 Germans across the sea back in 17. One thing that's for damn sure, that's a wild old family. Oh, road by, road through here, 3 McLean boys and that wild Alex hair. They were on, all were on. It was them and I didn't know them anywhere. Ride, ride, ride. They're gonna take you boys dead or alive. There's no turning back, there's no place to hide. And that's how it goes when you cross the divide. That's how it goes when you cross the divide.
All right, Janet's going to stand up now. Yep. And this is a Richard Thompson song. And we've had many discussions about what this was about.
Oh, yes, we did, yes.
Yeah,
How
like
we
it's
found
a,
two things.
like different people thought it was about the name of a certain ride and
Well, it is, either, both of them are, yes.
both of what?
The name of the song is Wall of Death.
Yeah,
Now,
ominous.
you know, to me, it seemed that the Wall of Death was, you started this way, and you were leaning back like this here. And then centrifugal force took over, because you started going
It's a
up
carnival
more,
ride.
more,
Wait a
and
minute,
more,
let's
and
just
more, and
back
more,
up.
till you were right straight like this here, and you were like spinning around. It's throwing up probably on everybody else. But then we found the second Wall of Death, which is still a carnival ride, but you don't ride it. It's done by other people. was the motorcycle thing. When they're in the cage and they go, you know, around. I don't know why, but
Same thing, since you're.
I don't know why about that one either. But
So which one's he singing, or you singing?
I'm singing Wall of Death.
Yeah? Okay.
You could use your imagination as to which ride you'd like to be on at this point. We thank you for coming. This is our last song. But wait, there's more, of course. But we thank the Portables very much. Very much.
You're MC now.
We're closing out the 44th season of the Sounding Board. We're going into the 45th come September.
Some people don't live that long.
This song I learned from the Kennedys, who've been here many times.
But it's a Richard Thompson song.
Oh, it is a capo song, which means it's up here someplace. Keep all your little tools on you. You get the 2 notes, that's it. Ready? Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. You can take your time on the other rides. This is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. You can go with the crazy people in the crooked house. You can fly away on the rocket, spin on the mouse. Tunnel of love might amuse you. Noah's Ark might confuse you. Let me take my chances on the wall of death. On the wall of death, nearest to be free, or something like that. On the wall of death, nearest to being free. Well, you're going nowhere when you ride carousel. I'm sorry, maybe you're strong, but what's the good of ringing a bell? The switchback will make you crazy. Beware of the bearded lady. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. You can take your time on the other rides. This is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall. Let me take my chances on the wall. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall. Let me take my chances on the wall of death. Thank you very much.
Thank you so
for
much,
coming.
everyone. You know, when you have a big group, you don't wait long for an encore, because it's a lot of people have to come back on. Come on, everybody. And Jerry's got a song for us. Getting all the furniture taken care of?
All of the furniture is being taken care of. Make sure you check out the front desk for schedules for the fall, so you'll know when we're starting and who's playing. And
Well, what about seriously furniture? I mean, do people have to help move furniture?
That'd be nice.
Oh. Yeah, if you can stay and you want to move furniture.
okay.
Oh, we should also thank Roger and
Roger.
Jim Rigby, Roger and Jim for doing the video, the all-important video that we held ourselves up for.
Yay, Roger. and daughter Melissa.
No, I didn't.
And we will. And we'll have lots of wine. Okay? No, I'm only kidding.
Oh, a bear as strong as they are. Beer that tastes like beer. Beer that tastes like beer.
We have all kinds of mind-altering situations that can happen.
Okay, Janet had started this whole concert off with a Tom Paxton song, so it's only fitting to end with one. It's called This World Goes Round and Round. He wrote it back in the early 70s. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round. People knocking on the golden door. They got plenty, but they all want more. They don't know what they're looking for, and the world goes round and round. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round. We keep fighting, but we just can't win. Looks like we're gonna do it again. That's just where I came in, and the world goes round and round. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round. Rainwater runs down to sea. Evaporation makes the clouds so free. Then it comes and it rains on me, and the world goes round and round. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round. We keep lying, but it ain't no use. We keep cheating, but it ain't can't bring you loose. Every chicken comes home to roost, and the world goes round and round. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round. This world goes round and round. Green leaves will turn to brown. What goes up must come down. It all comes back to you, and you find whatever you feel. You lose whatever you steal, just like a spinning wheel. The world goes round and round, round.